When you think of ways to focus on your wellness, you might consider getting yourself into a gym routine or at least a sustainable workout you could do at home or while you're traveling. We've got Cindy Hradec here from ACAC Fitness and Wellness. Great to see you, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
You're always full of inspiration and just fun ways to work out, but how much of an impact does it make when somebody just makes that commitment to say, I'm going to add some form of fitness into my regular routine? It doesn't have to be huge, right?
No, it does not have to be huge. And any time of commitment is fabulous. We encourage it all.
Yeah, so if you can keep doing something, it's eventually going to help you out. So
Yep.
you brought some ideas. You're thinking about things that we can do at home in our living rooms or when we're traveling or we're too busy. A lot of things can be accomplished using a simple chair.
A simple chair.
Yeah?
Yep.
What are some things you might do? What's your workout with this
Well,
chair?
you might even start with just a simple squat, but you have to remember that you don't want to sit all the way down. So just finding that range and then coming up. That's it. As long as you're moving, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So
how many of those? I mean, anything makes an impact, but you're going to do a couple sets of...
Well, so my best advice when you're working at home is to write down what you want to first, because if you just go for it, you may skip a little. So write it down first.
Okay.
And then when you have a plan, you might say 3 sets, or you might use the timer, or you might say, I want to do this till I fatigue. But a simple squat would be a great way to start.
Or you could even go music. You could say one song
I
for
love
squatting.
That.
Or
I love
one
that.
All right, so whatever measure of time you're writing our list,
Yes.
it's going to start with a squat. What's the next chair thing
So you might
put on?
face the chair. You can hold on. You can either hold the plank. You can add a push-up. You can add a mountain climber. You can add jacks. You can either take it wide and just hold, take it low and hold. So there are a lot of things you can do face forward with your upper body and incorporate lower body and even some cardio.
Simple enough, just to have a chair to do it. So
Just a
again,
chair.
add that to your list, because I like to think you've got a notebook off to the side, and that holds you accountable once you've written it down. You're going to do 20 of these and a song of this and whatever it is.
That's right.
You've got some pro moves on the chair that I wouldn't have thought to do.
Well, you can
Toes on
also
the end?
put your feet on it, which I think a lot of people forget about. So as long as the chair is stable, you can also put your feet up on the chair, and you can incorporate the same things like a plank, a push-up. You can either lunge. You can even add a single leg burpee.
See, that's just me getting back at you for all the hard work you've made me do.
Yes, yes.
All right, so the chair things, obviously, you could do a whole workout with chairs. We'll scoot this one out of the way.
Okay.
Because you also like to bring just a towel.
Everyone has a towel, and again, you can investigate onto YouTube with lots of different variations and be really creative. But it just goes back to simple adding friction to any type of movement. So a side lunge, it could be a back lunge.
Okay.
Right? So that just adds that extra friction and that instability.
We've got that shot there. So and a floor on towel on the floor just helps you create that movement.
Again, same thing. You can add a towel pull, right?
Very good.
Jacks, and you can even use the towel on your hands. If you're coming down to a hover, you can expand forward. You can clean your floor.
You clean your floor. I like the multitasking while you're down there. And then something heavy. This could come just out of your fridge. This is a water bottle, a whole gallon, I might add.
Yeah, try to do a gallon of 15. That's hard. That's heavy.
And you can stand here while you're watching your show, while you're listening to one song, and you're just making sure to keep the movement happening.
That's right.
Simple curls. What else?
Simple curls. You can grab it by 2 hands and do an overhead press.
All the way to the top shelf or the bottom shelf.
Yes.
Powerful gallons of milk. And again, doesn't seem like much, but here you are. And you get a little bit warm. You have that movement. There's always a benefit there.
That's it. I mean, there's always a benefit to movement.
Okay, and then while you're sweeping or maybe cleaning, and I've always thought there should be a whole thing you do while you clean your house.
Sure, but this gives you some ideas to stretch. You can lift up, maybe go back behind your head. That feels fabulous for the chest. You can add some rotations side to side. And if you really wanted to be creative, this can add a little bit of balance help. If you ever wanted to do some single legs and you just want to, again, it's all about movement. As long as you're breathing through the movement and you're going to where you feel comfortable and safe, you can do anything at home with any equipment.
I love that. Thinking about using it for balance. You don't have to have a hand against the wall when you're doing something. You're still testing your balance a certain amount this way. You're testing your balance,
and we all should be working our balance. It's training as well.
Well, you keep people motivated in this way, and I know there's a lot of great programs, great services at ACAC Fitness and Wellness. What's popular right now? What are you into?
Well, of course, I teach all the classes, so the group fitness is my first love. But of course, we've got tennis, kids club, kids camps. We've got tennis camps. So we've got lots to offer. We've got reformer, Pilates, spin, Les Mills classes. So
when somebody comes to you and they say, you know what, I'm not sure exactly what I need, but I'm interested in focusing on my fitness, you could take them and give them all the options.
All the options. And that's the best reason to come to ACAC, because you have tons of options.
All right. Well, thanks for being creative and throwing all this stuff together, because the fact
course.
is we can work out anywhere. Cindy, thank you very much.
you.
ACAC Fitness and Wellness has locations in Greenville and in Five Forks and in Simpsonville. Check them out online.